begin their Super Bowl defense. The Lions hoping to spoil the party. Well, what a sight here at Arrowhead as the season is underway. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year. Wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships. And if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other, that control of the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Tua sets up to pass it. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. On play action. Here's Tua.
Well, this is a tough spot for these Lions on the road in Arrowhead to start the year. But it's also, you'd have to say, Charles, a showcase opportunity for them, because this is a team that historically hasn't gotten a lot of big opportunities like this.
And when they have gotten them, they haven't really delivered. This is a team, though, that believes that big things are out there for them. And they think that they can start to write a new history, beginning with this game right here.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Now Sam Sloman is on.
On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And so the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1.
Completes it to Samuel. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. While they attend to him, we'll step aside.
Play action. It's Tannehill. complete to Zay Jones. A big play there for KC. 46 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ryan Tannehill. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now Sam Sloman is on.
Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far. zero, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Slot route connects with Deebo Samuel.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short.
The second quarter from Case.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Singletary to get the drive started. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
On the move past the 40.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Singletary here running out of the gun.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Tannehill's throw taken in by Samuel.
This one he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
9 yards on the play there that sets him up 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his right out.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top.
or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try to pick it up on third down. They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up on the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
Pulled in at the 24. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Ryan Tannehill in the offense heading back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Tannehill.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Thornton, the motion man right.
They snap it to Tannehill. Got his target, Samuel.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in Week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Tannehill. Flush to his right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Tua's throw caught here by Metcalf.
It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Tua, a final shot before half.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Tannehill.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for KC. 47 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
And get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they run the option on second down.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Tyquan Thornton.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Sione Takitaki, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Those are can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Tua going to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Detroit. And taken right on the 30. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Danielle Hunter now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Tannehill now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I do believe I recognize that play. It's like the coach Bill Walsh and stuff. Every stop he made, putting it in the first day of camp. X-post cross. Whether you're going left to right or right to left with that X receiver, you want a big arm quarterback able to make the throw downfield. But, boy, it was successful everywhere he went.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
This is the tight end fan.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Tannehill.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys... things could start getting a little more interesting. I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
1 quarter remains here on this Thursday night. We're back now in KC. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Furtzer. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Anthony. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The slot man in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that. Strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Here's Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That one nearly 40 yards. 29 officially.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Singletary is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, you put the workhorse on this.
Throwing Tua.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Tua.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time now on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have the first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Here's Tua.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf, 75 yards.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery.
Illegal touching. Offense.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Tannehill now to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to perhaps salt this one away. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. Things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Tua.
Shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang it on 3rd down.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of throws already, but it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Tagovailoa.
Shoves him aside.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go with Williams. There he goes, right side.
He's to the 15.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Now 1st and goal. Tua.
conversion will tie the game. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion.
Here's Tua.
That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It's great to be back with you, obviously. But the first game of the year always is special, and one.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Champs, gotta go. We don't move it scary. Last time.